Bam.
All right, yeah. Bam, bam,
Bam.
bam. Welcome to Interfleet Broadcasting, everybody. I'm New York Pete with my buddy, the Tipsy Toaster. Thanks for
Yo.
joining us on our news and pop culture and sci-fi entertainment channel. And full disclosure, we grew up watching 70s and 80s TV movies and animation, and we bring our unique spin to our little corner of the universe. And everyone needs to know we're big BSG fans. So, Chris, how's it going?
Outstanding. It's been, this is it. This is our last broadcast of this year.
That's correct. That's correct. As a matter of fact, let's do the shout outs. We have a couple before we do our toast.
All right.
Lola is with us. Lola, thank you for watching us live right now. Paul, Commander Kane is with us as well. Thank you very much. Oh, Professor Eric Patton is with us. Carl Cullenschmidt, Jeff Walters popping up here. All right, cool guys. Thanks for joining us live as you come up. Chuck, our man Chuck and Chris Marshall and Chuck Davenport.
Two very important
Thanks for
people we
joining,
need to
guys.
talk to soon.
Yes, we will be having a production meeting shortly. We're signing up a whole bunch of individuals for other projects, so we're going to be talking to them and you guys about it. Kazuil, hi, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining us live, guys. Appreciate it. Chris, we're now this show. Our show tonight is live, and it's actually December 29th. It's after Christmas, so
Well,
we'll show some of our
actually, I think the guys down under are already. No, they're on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, aren't they?
Oh my God, that's
they're
insane.
ahead of us. They're living in the future.
They are in the future. It's a time travel thing, man.
That's it.
It's definitely times. Mediocre modeler, yes, yes. Mediocre modeler, greetings. Yes, greetings to you, my man. Last show got to be here, of course. Thank you. I don't know why John 1 is having a hard time getting on. I don't know what that's going on.
Is he
Different
texting you?
computer. Yes, he is.
All right.
We have
switch
John
over.
1 was scheduled. Muffet is the hero. Jeff, send Muffet over to John 1's place so that he can get on. He's having an issue. I'm not sure. But he's trying. So, John, keep trying. Let him know. In the meantime, everyone, hope you had
Tell him to
a good
restart.
holiday. Keep trying is what I'm going to tell him.
Yeah,
In the
tell them to shut down
meantime,
and restart. It's usually his problem.
yeah, restart. Restart is usually the issue. So let me just type that out. So John 1 has he has a small review that he wanted to go over with everyone. Ovions make the best honey. They do.
Yes.
But that might be interfering with John right now. So let's make sure the Ovions stay where they're supposed
Well,
to stay.
it's because they're made out of
However,
humans.
well, I don't know about that. Now, it can't be all humans. There must be other
Well-
races that are caught up in that. Yes, you can share that pic. Yeah. Hey, Rob Bounds with us. Thank you, Rob, for joining. Does Control Alt Delete work on Cylons?
No.
Mediocre modeler. It doesn't, because I've tried it all the time. Like every time we go on, I try it. It doesn't work.
Because Chris
However,
controls everything. Ready, Pete? Yeah. So I can do this to Pete. So now he can sit there and talk all he wants, and he doesn't get to say a word because Cylons rule and Colonials drool. What's the matter, Pete? Cat got your tongue? You can't talk? What's your problem? Oh, come on. I know you're just talking. I get it. Yeah, poor Pete. All right, you want to mess with the Control Alt Delete again? You're good now.
Yeah. Borrelian Noman, that's right. On the Blood Hunt. It's the code. That's right, Jeff. It's all about the code. Well, listen, guys, we want to make sure that we thank everybody for tuning in. And we always have a great time here on the show with all our regular listeners and followers and IFBers and all the sci-fi fans. And we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, we'll keep up. He's going to restart. So let's give a holiday toast.
Yeah.
Chris.
So the last toast of the year.
Yes, and let's thank Super Fan Fran.
Yep.
I'm having sangria. Thank you, Fran.
What kind of
And
sangria? Your favorite? What's your favorite?
This is. Oh, you don't know? You don't know
I'm
my
just letting them.
favorite?
I'm just telling you to tell them.
Yago, baby, Yago.
Yago. I can't remember
That's
what
right.
I drank last week, so that doesn't sound good. But I don't think it was this one. I don't think it was this one. I think it was a different one. So this one is. Let me go full screen so you can see it. Ah, there I am. Hi. How are you? How are you tonight? Anyways, I'm having Hardywood, which is a local
Oh my
area,
God. What is
Richmond.
that?
Gingerbread stout. Look at
What?
that. Imperial milk stout with cinnamon, vanilla, ginger, and Ovion
What?
honey. This is honey right there. Ovion honey. See? Ovion honey. And it's
Oh, boy.
only 9.2% alcohol by volume.
That's
So it's
crazy,
low end.
man.
But this is from Richmond. This is a kind of a local beer area that I'm at, local one that's there. So these are really good. If you ever get a chance to try some Hardywood. I'm not tipsy yet there, Al. And thank God you're still here, Al. I hope you're doing better, buddy. I really do.
Oh,
I need to
yes.
call you, or you can text me. I don't know if you can do the call thing or not. So
Well,
text
Jeff,
me and
we'll
let me
find
know.
out. We'll find out if Triple T got his Imperial Chrome polish that the Imperious leader gave him for Christmas. We'll find out.
That's right.
Oh, that's
Now
a
I
good
just
one.
need some slaves to human slaves to polish up the chrome.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Cylon. Hey, we're also going to talk about Automan
Yes.
tonight.
Oh, I
And
can't
we'll
wait.
talk about some stuff.
I
Greetings,
remember that show
Sean.
so well.
Thank you for joining us, man. Merry Christmas to all of you. Automan's pretty cool. Glenn Larson production.
Yep.
So, without further
Oh,
ado,
let's make a toast.
let's toast.
Let's see if I wear this
Thanks,
one. Ready?
guys. Yeah, go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my. Ooh, that's a good one. And I'll
Does
pour
it
it in.
smell like gingerbread?
Yes, it does.
Oh my God, it's like black.
It's 10W30, baby. That's what keeps us Cylons going. Yeah, see that? Don't spill. Don't spill.
Ezzy Jr. and Chuck Wagner. That's right, Rob. That's where we're going.
Keep it from spilling.
All right.
All right. So, anyways, as we say every week, it's important that we recognize the fans, not just the fans that are watching our show, but the fans that keep the fandom going. And that's one of the most important things. If it's, you got a show out there and you don't have any fans for it, then you don't really have a fandom. So, you fans are the most important piece of any fandom. So we always say, fans feel the
Fans
fleet.
feel the fleet, guys.
Here's to you.
Here's to you. That's good. All right. So,
Oh my gosh. That is like
yeah.
eating a gingerbread cookie. Oh my gosh.
Except it's adult beverage style. All right. Well, guys.
Oh, that's good.
Hope you had a good holiday, and New Year is coming up
for
on
me.
us as well. And hope that it's been a decent one. I know it's been cold around the states. Not sure how it's boating overseas, but I know it's been kind of
Yeah, it's been really
kinda
cold up
tricky
in New
and
York
stuff.
area and everything.
Yeah,
I know it was
Buffalo
cold.
was really,
Oh my
really-
gosh, it was so cold here the other day. It was like wind chill was like negative 14.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
But I grew up in Wyoming, so I've actually experienced negative 43 degree below zero wind chill factors.
Whoa.
That's about the norm
my God.
in the wintertime. It was cold, but it was a dry cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
still
dry
cold.
cold. So yeah. Just a dry cold, man. That's okay. Yep. Absolutely.
Yep, that's why I'll never
well.
move back out there again. If you're from Wyoming or in Wyoming right now, hey, more power to you. Please pay the electric bill. I got stuck with it last time. So, the state's on one bill.
Oh boy.
Every time that's the
Yep.
joke whenever I see somebody from Wyoming. It's, hey, I'm from Wyoming too. Did you pay the bill? The electric bill came in. It's going to get turned off if you don't pay the bill this time.
That's it. Well,
But yeah, when the largest city in your hometown is the largest city in all of Wyoming, and the largest city at the time when I was growing up was 50,000 people in the entire state.
wow.
I think NYPD has that many police officers.
35,000. Yeah, 35,000 cops. That's insane, dude. Oh my God. Well, with that said, I wanted up front and at the very top of the show, I want to extend a hearty thank you to Carl Cullenschmidt
Yes,
and
Carl,
George
thank
Mellis
you.
from Team BSG Viper. They sent this. I got this right before Christmas. I think. Like a day or two before, I believe it was. And this is from Team BSG Viper, and this is from the 40th anniversary. It was at AllCon, March 14th to 17, and they had, of course, the Mark 1 Viper. And it's a 1-to-1 scale, and you can actually get into it, and everybody was there. All our faves were there, and this is a replica of the original that was signed by each one of these favorite actors of ours, characters, Starbucks, and everybody else. So thank you very, very much, Carl and George. We look forward to continuing our
We look
relationship.
forward to seeing that one with 45 underneath.
Oh yeah,
If we could only get all those people together. We're trying.
cool.
We are trying, but
yeah, that is so cool.
the cons aren't
Right.
listening. So
No, they're not. But we're not giving up.
we're not giving up.
That
We're
is
going to
so cool.
keep trying. So
Yeah. Team BSG Viper. All right, so don't forget to check them out on Facebook as well. And thank you guys. Really, really appreciate that. I'm going to have that framed.
yep,
Uh,
I've got
that's
one
a
too.
really
Thank
nice
you so much.
memento.
But it's in the other room,
Thank you.
and I'm
Yeah,
wired
so
in.
cool. Appreciate it. So yeah, and we're looking forward to. They're going to be involved in our project, the
yep. Yeah,
Stranded Warrior.
Carl, we'll get you that NDA here at the end of the show, probably.
Yeah. So, thank you very much, guys. This
Yep.
one's to you.
to
So
you.
thank you for sending that our way.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that other Happy Holidays,
Oh, yeah.
Hanukkah,
Good stuff.
whatever it may
Love
be
it.
that you celebrate.
And whatever you celebrate, guys, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Hey, by the way,
Oh my
I got
gosh, that's good.
Chris Laskowski. I got one of those. Chris, how are you, man? Down under. Thank you for tuning in live. I wanted to share a couple of things that we had actually interviewed Eric Chu a while ago. Chris, you had gotten the book.
Yep.
I didn't have
It's a
it,
nice book.
and I got this one for as a Christmas present, and it's really cool, guys. It's really cool. So the first couple of chapters in it are the original stuff. It's very, very cool. So I got that as a Christmas gift, and so thank you for getting me that. And I was given this keychain, and the character
Right.
is Leon from.
Does anybody recognize it? That's what I want to know, because I
Yeah.
didn't.
Okay. Anybody know where this character is from? Okay. What do you think, guys?
My guess was it Legend
What?
of Zelda.
No, that's a good guess because that's the style that they drew him in.
Yeah.
But I'm fine, a bit under the weather. Chris, thanks for tuning in and get better. Yeah, I mean that flu thing and the colds are still flying around.
Oh yeah.
I also received this as a gift, so thank you.
Oh no, that's
this
not
is
very good.
Hot
No,
Wheels.
it's funny.
Star Trek.
So that's funny because you ready to see my gift that I got? This is so weird. Ready?
Oh boy.
My
All
son
right.
got me this one. This is the Vengeance, which is a much better ship than that one over there, the Enterprise thing. Vengeance was designed for shooting other ships down. It was awesome.
Combat. Yeah. So that was kind of cool, right? Fran, thanks for joining us. You're back from your European adventure.
Woohoo.
I'm sure you're full of stories.
Yep, we got to get her up on
Share stories.
got to get her for next Friday.
Yeah, so that's part of. I got a bunch of
Announcements?
gift
Cards?
cards too. So thanks everybody.
I'm jealous. Those are nice. I like
me
Amazon and eBay gift cards.
Yeah,
You
I got.
see what else I got? I got a gift. I got a gift for myself off of eBay.
You got something so cool, man. So
I just got to
cool.
find it. I put it on here. What the heck did I put it? All right. Well, we'll find it here in a second. Sooner or later, maybe. I thought I.
Where is it?
That's a good question.
It's summer here. Don't like the quick change of weather, Chris. It's crazy weather here. Like bad. It's cold. Looking for Hot Wheels Batman versus Superman Batmobile. Jeff. All right. Well, the word is out. George G in the house. George, welcome. George, are you on set or are you're on break? Maybe. I think I'm pretty sure you're working. So here, this. Cheers
Hey,
to
George.
you and to everybody out there.
So I got a really cool
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I'm
Ready?
really jealous of this.
Here we go. This is
Oh my God.
this is Chris's present for Christmas.
Oh my God. Look at this.
So
And it's
This-
signed.
this is an actual signed set of cards, printed out from the
Oh my
the
God.
actual Battlestar Galactica card group. It was Fleer. I can't remember the name of the company that did the second season. But they had
not-
special
it's-
drawing
it's not
ones.
the second season.
Not second season.
It's-
That second.
No.
I can't remember the company. Anyways, the company did a
Dart.
special.
It's Dart.
Yeah, Dart. That's it. So
Dart,
Dart did a
yeah.
special for
Yep.
some of the dealers, and this is one of 250 made. This is the cut sheet for all of the special Ralph McQuarrie drawings for Battlestar Galactica, and it's signed by him. You look under the third picture over, you can see his signature.
Oh my
So
God. It's so cool.
That's
Yeah. So those are
unbelievable.
Those are extras that came. They were cut individually
right.
as part of.
I'd pull out my set, but
Dart.
I'm not at the base star right now.
Yeah. You know, it's those are really cool, man. They came one per box. You'd get one or like no. I believe, guys, that you got if you bought the album. So if you bought the actual collector's album, you got one of those. And then to get the rest of those, you'd have to get like a case or a box or something. It was interesting to try to collect those.
John still
And
having problems.
you got it in an uncut sheet, and
Yep.
it's autographed, which is so cool, unbelievable. Oh yeah, Rob agrees. Fran, of course, agrees. So don't forget, everyone, that on January 6th, which is a Friday, we're going to be doing a marathon show. I'm going to be sending out time slots for and sign-on information for our growing list. I contacted Von Babson, Hollywood FX guy who had been on our show. We interviewed him before. He'd been on a couple of times. Worked big time on the thing. So I'm waiting to see. I'm pretty sure he's coming. But Mediocre Modeler, of course. The Non-Sports Magazine. So they're coming on. Joe Carabeo is going to be on. Fran. Professor Eric Patton's coming. Of course, Tara and George and John One, Rob Baum, Mr. Zuvalos, Chuck Davenport, Chris, and Lola. All you guys, I'm going to send out some time slots for you to come on. Let's see, Sean Shallow, and Paul. If you want to come on, you got to let me know so I can put you in there as well. Who are we missing? There's a couple here. Dorian Keyes, author, he should be coming on as well. No, Jeff, it's not the 12-hour show. It's a 6-hour show. Thank you. Nice try.
Dang it.
That's your
Oh.
yes. You're conspiring with
I'll
Dipsy
slip you the
Dozy.
money later that Jeff did.
Carl.
We tried.
Carl, yeah, Carl, you should try to come on if you can. Maybe with
Oh, we'd love to have you on.
George. If not, at least one of you come on.
If you come on with if you come on with phone, you can walk around parts of the Viper if you want to. I know it's in the garage.
Lola, you better Lola, get ready because
Yep.
you're going to come on too. So yes, you
And,
guys,
happy
we're going to set
birthday
it up.
to you.
There you go.
It is Lola's birthday.
Yeah,
It was a couple days
happy
ago.
birthday.
Yeah.
But yes, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We're going to start at 6 o'clock Eastern time and go all the way to midnight. And in the middle of that, Mediocre Modeler is going to interview us. So that's kind of cool. So remember, that's Friday, January 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll run from then all the way to midnight. So we're not going to be doing a Thursday show.
Correct.
Right, so Rob, you asked me earlier, right? So no Thursday, instead 6 hours on Friday. So standing by, launch and ready. Okay, Carl. So we're gonna set that up. And
Hey Pete, do you? I texted, or I instant messaged John,
okay,
but he hasn't read it yet. So you want to? If you got him on text, you can throw him a text and tell him to go to his. I sent him a direct link
Okay.
to see if he can use that.
go to his what? What do we tell him?
What's the Facebook chat thing? I don't know.
Okay,
Messenger.
Go to I am.
Messenger.
Yes,
Put a messenger on
Messenger.
Facebook.
Okay, all right. I just
We'll give that a
Messenger.
shot.
Messenger. Go to Messenger for
A direct link.
tip for
Oh,
direct.
there he goes.
link.
He's seeing
Okay.
it now. Let's see what happens.
Right. Okay, good. Perfect. All right, Lola, on your calendar, going to be a Cylon in the Batmobile. That is crazy, Jeff. Very crazy cool. So, Jeff, obviously, I got to set you up with a time slot as well. So, all you guys, all the regulars, all our super fans, all of you going to come on, right? It's basically a 5 minute, come on and talk to us a little bit. And we don't have enough. We don't have enough slots to have all of you come on at the same time. So I'm going to give you a time slot, and then once you get off, somebody else will be coming up after you. So that's how it's going to play, right? So we're going to start it off. Someone will come on. You get your, we get to hang out for like 5 minutes. As soon as you get off, right behind you, someone else is going to be using your line. So that's how we're going to keep it rolling. Jeff wants the 12-hour. Let's go through the 6
right.
first. Yeah, looking forward to
6
it.
is not going to be enough.
Good. Being in
Not gonna be
the
enough.
8 or 9 hour works best for me. All right, being in the 8 or 9. All right, so Rob, you and I, we'll discuss. I'm gonna lock in your time slot, and in the middle, Mediocre Modeler has dibs on. Somewhere in the middle of that, he's going to be doing the interview. So I think we'll figure it out. We'll post it. So I'll keep you. I'll keep everybody in the loop. I'll be sending out messages, and Chris, I'm also gonna put out some stuff on our page. So watch the page too, because I'll put out some info on there as well. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You guys pop in and out, hang out with us.
That's right. If we get to hear from some of y'all, it's just kind of fun, which is, we
Eric
always get the
Larson's
text back and forth. And yep, Eric, and we're going to be doing some
a
Larson
little bit of
trivia stuff
Eric Larson.
and some
Yeah,
sci-fi,
he's
70s,
coming.
80s sci-fi type trivia stuff that he's going to help us out with. So,
Oh yeah,
That's
So we're
exciting.
gonna have some fun with that as well. Yeah.
so
big
we'll
time.
do we'll have to do a contest thing again. So, what great prizes will there be? We don't know yet because we
I
haven't
don't know,
made
but
it.
we're gonna have some good times with that. So that'll be fun. That'll be very fun.
Yep.
What else did we have going on? There was some other stuff. Did you grab a screen grab on another? You picked up a couple of pieces, did you? Yes, you did.
Yeah,
There was
I did.
another thing.
yeah. I can pull it up. So, give me 1 second.
Oh, this is funny. Mediocre Modeler in the middle, wasn't it? Malcolm and yes, that's right. Malcolm in the middle.
I'll
Yes,
come in the middle.
that's right. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that. So that's next week, and that'll be on Friday instead of Thursday, guys. And we'll
See,
do a little bit of.
I can do this one, that's for sure. I picked up
Oh yeah, show it off. Come on.
that.
What?
Screen
What else
share.
did you get? Classic Galactica. What is it? Oh, it's a really cool piece.
So, what does everybody think of that? I picked up 20 sets of these. But what could they be for? Inquiring minds want to know. What could
Yeah.
they be
Well,
for? So I have
stay
got
tuned
20
for.
sets of those.
We're gonna be doing a. Carl, I like that. I'm gonna jump up and down on my couch like Tom Cruise did on Oprah. Perfect. That's gonna be perfect. So that patch is related to our upcoming showcase fan film that we're doing, and so
Yep.
that's cool.
And I picked
And
up this.
a couple of other things. Yeah, what was it? There was another really cool thing that you got.
This was something I picked up, which is extremely hard to find because I read this through the script the other day. So that's something I picked up for myself for Christmas.
That's cool.
A little bit after Thanksgiving, I got this. So that's cool. And then I picked up, and I'm not really big into collecting these pieces, and I just kind of just came across it, and I said, well, you know what?
You broke down.
I have to get this because it's just so cool.
Ah, that's awesome.
I got that.
That's awesome. So you have the gold
I have the gold
Centurion,
Cylon,
which you picked up. We picked that all up. We were at the
Knoxville.
Fanboy Expo,
Yeah.
and yeah,
So
and
this
we
is
got
still in
that.
the package.
Oh, that's so cool. Look at that.
And maybe I'll be lucky
That
enough to get to a con with Dirk and I'll have him sign it.
that would be awesome. That is so cool, man.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
collect those, but I just started.
Ooh, Jeff has all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't gotten there, Jeff. You're the man, buddy. I haven't got there yet. I'm
Fran,
working on
one
it.
guess. You get one guess to figure out where he got that from. Yeah. So, okay.
But I also
That was
picked up
pretty
this,
much what? Something else?
and this was something that I'm a big fan of Defiance. So
Ooh.
this is a limited edition Hellbug character.
Ooh.
So I was able to find that too. So my Christmas was
Wow.
definitely good. I mean, that's a cool
Wow.
little figure. It comes in the box from the Von Bach and everything else, which is part of the game as well. But
Oh,
they had a
okay.
Hellbug and showed the movies, but the game is too. So it was once again, I'm a big Defiance fan, and that was a good find for me, especially the price I got it for was relatively cheap. So I don't
Jeff
buy anything that's too expensive.
Jeff has the boomer and the white uniform combo of Starbuck and Apollo.
I missed
Very impressive.
I missed the white uniform one. I saw it at Dragon Con in 2016, and I looked at it. And I'm like, man, that's cool, and it was signed by both of them. And I was like, man, that's really cool, but that's $500 they wanted for it. And I was like, nah, it would have been a
Now it's like
$500.
1,000, right?
Yeah, it's much more now. Plus,
Yeah.
the signatures on it and everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
It was still in the box and everything, pristine condition. I should have I still wasn't going to spend there's limits. I mean, I could spend $500 on other things, especially like for the movie, which is what I'm looking at. So that's where most of my money's going right now. I just picked up some materials for the movie, as a matter of fact. So I got those patches, a lot of those patches, and I picked up a 12-foot by 18-foot green screen and lights. lots of lights.
Oh yeah, we got a good light package.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
David Francoeur, thank you for joining us, buddy. Appreciate it. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. I saw some of your postings. I know that you put up a video of your own. So thanks for joining us tonight. So don't forget that January 6th, which is a Friday, we're going to have a all-star cast of guests on. Everybody's going to come on, pop on. We're going to do an interview. Mediocre Modeler will be interviewing us for a simultaneous broadcast of Mediocre Modeler and us. So it's going to be on his channel as well as ours. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna get a kick out of that. We've never done anything like this before, so it'll be cool. 6 hours, Jeff. Man, oh man, 6, not 12,
fantastic.
6 hours. But so we're not doing a
Fantastic
Thursday
12-hour
guys.
show. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be 6 hours. Thanks. Starts at 6 o'clock Eastern time, ends at midnight, and we'll be on nonstop. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. And Eric Larson's coming back. We're going to do some trivia with him. Have a lot of fun with that. And so we're bringing back a lot of individuals. As a matter of fact, we're going to be doing an interview with Non-Sports magazine. Non-Sport magazine. It's all about cards, collector cards that are non-sports related. So they will be our guests that night, and so it'll be fun to have them and talk to them about the industry and card collecting, everything that has to do with non-sport card collecting. It's that, I don't know if you guys have
Yeah,
or
it's
gotten a
something I just
magazine,
kind of
but
started looking at lately. I was never big into the cards except for the Battlestar cards.
I love.
But I
the
had
cards,
collected
man.
a lot of them when I was a kid. So I had the Star Trek or Star Wars cards, and then I'd gotten the Star Trek cards, but I think I gave all those to you. I didn't want those. But I just found that there's a Magnum PI card set, so I have that now, and
Oh yeah, it's cool.
I'm looking at a couple other different card sets from some other shows. I have the V card set, so we'll talk about that. We can start talking about that one. And then I think there was a I didn't know this, but there's foreign Airwolf cards. So Airwolf didn't have
No
their own
way.
card set. Airwolf didn't have their own
What?
card set, but the Airwolf in I think it was Brazil. They had their own card set in Brazil, so you can find them. I'm thinking about getting a set of those just for fun.
Wow. See, that's cool. That is so cool. I have Alien Nation
Fandoms,
cards,
yeah.
1989 Batman and Battlestar Galactica. See, there you go, Jeff.
Alien Nation.
That's the
I
kind
gotta
of
look
thing.
for those. I don't have those. You know what? I don't think they have.
Alien
I wish
Nation.
they did have was They Live. I would buy a set of They Live.
No,
cards.
I don't think they ever made those. That's cool. I mean, look, the major staples are, of course, your Star Wars and your
Yep.
Star Trek cards, right? And then everything else kind of just goes out from there. And then before that, I mean, the original Star Trek had their own cards. There were Planet of the Apes cards. I mean, every movie.
That's the one I need to
so
start
to speak,
doing.
had stuff.
I need to start looking for the Planet of the Apes ones.
There's some cool Planet of the Apes stuff that are out there.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. So yeah, I mean, Battlestar Galactica had 4 or 5 different series of cards, and we're just talking classic. And they had a set of autograph cards. I have a pretty large collection. I'm missing a couple of key ones. I was lucky to get Glenn Larson. I have his auto card, which is really cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, we did a special where we opened sealed packages of original Battlestar Galactica cards.
I don't remember
And-
that anymore because I've sealed it out of my mind.
Yes, and Chris got to eat the bubblegum stick, and it's one of my favorite shows that we did. Is
That's a 2-hour show that I don't remember anymore because I pulled it out of my mind, so I wouldn't remember it. So
it was so funny, man. We had such a good time with that. I know I laughed hysterically.
and I almost
It
threw
was-
up
it was a lot of fun.
hysterically.
Lola had them all and gave them away. Well, Lola, That's okay, because I'm sure they ended up in
Oh
someone's
yeah, I'm
home
sure somebody's
as
got
a
them.
big
Who
collector,
really
and that's
appreciates
really
them.
cool. I remember Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Club band cards.
What?
Yes, yes.
Really?
I had a friend. Yep, I had
Oh
a friend
man,
who
I
was a
love that show.
huge Beatle fan, and his older brother
Man.
had, passed down his stuff, and he used to go to the Beatle convention every year, and I saw his set of those cards. So there's a lot of really cool stuff. The British have sometimes they put out cards as well for shows like The Prisoner and other things like that, and so 007 and a lot of the autograph, man. I love the autograph cards. But, Chris, one of the things that we are going to do tonight, besides trying to get John on,
Yeah, to
is
work on that, by
we're
the way.
going to talk. Okay, cool. Because we're going to talk about Automan, and it's really cool. I mean, unfortunately, it didn't go far, but it was still a Larson
Oh,
production.
yeah.
It was good. So we're definitely going to talk about that tonight, and you guys keep posting your stuff, man. Keep posting up here. I think Cards for Goldfinger always had to say Miss Galore instead of her first name. um, I met her, Eric.
Really?
I got to meet her. Yes, I met her,
When was this?
and she was. Not a pleasant person. I was kind of hoping that she was going to be a
Wow.
little more, you know, nicer, but she wasn't. So that's okay. That's all right. But it was kind of cool that I got to meet and speak to her. She was condescending, and you would know, you're not old enough to know the things I was in and stuff like that. And
Huh.
I was like, I'm a Bond fan. I know who you are. I mean, anyway, she was just, whatever. Anyway, non-cut. Oh, you have. Jeff says also have non-cut cards from Alien Nation. Do
Ooh.
you? That's cool. That's
Oh,
really
that's
cool.
different.
I have a set of Battlestar Galactica from I believe it's the Dart. Yeah, it's Dart. I have a full sheet uncut of those that I have to frame. Chris got them too. We got them like really cheap. Do you
Yeah.
remember that, Chris? You got
Yep.
a
I
you
was
got a
lucky.
set too. Yeah, we got those. Um, but yeah, the cards are fun, man. I mean, there's just so many
It
shows
it's
that would
it's
have
yeah,
cards.
yeah, it's great to go through the cards and you're like, you remember the show and all, but if you pick up the cards and you look at the cards, and Battlestars are great for the cards in regards to. I know we're kind of going off. I need a squirrel thing again because we're planning on talking about cards, but we are talking about cards anyways. So the Battlestar Galactica cards were actually put out almost prior to the show, the actual episodes. So
Yes,
some of the stuff, the
that's right.
information on the back is wrong. It's not the same
That's right.
information. It's not from the show. It does different, which is kind of cool because they were based on earlier versions of the scripts. So there's some really cool, behind the scenes type thing. What could have been, the earlier version of the script it couldn't have been. It could have been kind of like when I read through the Lost Warrior. There's all sorts of information in there that's kind of interesting.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well,
let's see where John's at here.
there's
Working in.
so we got
Oh,
so we
no, that's not
definitely
it. Oh, I got John now.
oh Rob Allen says he met uh Shirley Eaton and she was delightful. Yeah, I mean, it's touch and go, guys. Sometimes you meet the celebrities and they're exactly what you expect a really refined celebrity be, like Tony Bennett. I met Tony Bennett and he was, man, what an impression of a man that knows who he is, comfortable with the fact that he is a big time celebrity, and just like embraces it and lives in it, and is just so friendly. And it was so cool. It's like meeting royalty when you met Tony Bennett, but he knew it. He had nobody with him. There was no entourage or anything. He was just on his own. And what a great guy, right? We're talking Tony Bennett, and you meet somebody else that is nowhere near as famous as him, and they got super attitude. And it's like, come on, man, what chip do you have? So with the fans, if it weren't for the fans, you wouldn't be who you are. And sometimes you get totally disappointed with that. As a matter of fact, I know that John 1 actually met a magician slash illusionist, and I remember him telling me the story of me. Hey, John, what's up, man?
Oh, yeah, hey guys, how are you? How's things?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember?
Planets aligned.
Yes, it was that guy David, the illusionist.
The illusionist,
He
man.
comes on.
Yeah. He did.
It was
did
weird.
a trick. You guys. Yeah, I remember you told me the story, dude. Do you remember that?
He like levitated in front of us. It was weird.
And he did a card trick.
And
He
a
made
card
the
trick
card
too, but it
come
was like,
out-
oh,
It was under your
It was
boot,
at- it was
right?
at
He made it
British.
come out. Yeah,
it came out.
He made.
Where would it come out of?
It
I
was-
remember him levitating in front of everybody, and he did some kind of card
And-
trick too. But he pulled it out of my ear or out of my shirt or something like that. But it was weird. He was a really cool guy, really laid
It
back,
was under your boot.
and
It was under your boot.
It wasn't
he
under
made,
boot?
He made the
Oh, my
card.
God.
You told me that it was like under your boot, and you flipped out
That was
because it
like-
was like, how the hell? What the hell? He told me, is that your card? Is that the card? And it was under your boot. It's like, what?
oh my god,
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, man. I remember that story.
that was what 20. That was like last century. Oh my god,
Wow.
yeah. Right? Last time
Yeah.
I was in that position. Yeah, I was like, oh, 99. Holy cow, yeah. He came in the old
Yeah, man,
British terminal.
I remember that. He was traveling, and you happened to meet him. You
Yeah.
told me the story, and I was just flipping out. Dave Francora says, I have Battlestar Galactica, the original Lost in Space series, and Space 1999. And we were talking about cards and card collecting.
Ah.
That's really, really cool. Empire Strikes Back, cards didn't give away the I Am Your Father plot point. That's correct. I think they had the red
Yeah,
border.
the-
I have some of those. Yeah, I wish you'd read that, Chris. No kidding. Batman 66 cards and prop from the show. No kidding, Jeff. That's really
Oh, wow.
cool. Oh, wow. That's nice. Blaine or Copperfield? Blaine. It was Blaine.
Dave Blaine. That's what it was.
David
David
Blaine.
Blaine.
Yeah, Dave Blaine. Yeah, he did some crazy stuff. But, John, how's it going, man? How was your Christmas?
Pretty good. Very good. Very good. I got my Cylon socks, and that's about it.
There's no
Alright,
other
Cylon
socks that
socks.
you need.
Nope.
No
The
other
Minions
Those
got
socks will
everything, so
keep
I
you
was happy.
warm throughout the year, no matter what. They've got circuitry in them that keeps your feet warm, and even if you're stuck in like the diethene liquid diethene fields on Arcta, those socks will keep you warm. They're special
toes
Cylon
nice and
socks,
touchy.
and we use those on our boots.
And my clothes, and I didn't get any good toys this year, so most of the
No
Minions took
toys.
over this year. So
You got
No
to buy
toys
some
for
for
Oh,
John.
yourself.
boy. Come on, man.
Buy some for
Oh,
yourself.
come on. Hey, so listen.
yeah, I
on
think
the
John's going to
6th,
buy a new
right?
computer.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go. Talk about toys, man. The 6th, right? John,
Yeah.
January 6th. Yeah, you're coming on. You got to let me know
Yes.
what your availability is. Okay?
I should be off that day, so whenever you guys need me.
Go.
All right, because we're gonna be doing we're doing the 6 hour, and I gotta fit you in now. I gotta make sure that you're up in there. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be off.
All right, cool. John, you have a short list for us today
Yes.
on some of the things that you want to bring up. And if Tipsy Toaster's ready, let's let John unleash John.
All right. Hello, everybody. Well, we have a few more days till our favorite clones come out. The Bad Batch Season 2 will air on Disney Plus on January 4th. So that should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing that series. I
Yeah,
kind of
actually,
enjoy
it's
it.
one of the ones I liked. I'm a
Yeah.
bunch of Star Wars.
It's a pretty good series, so
Yeah.
hopefully they go the bad side. Darth Vader will be showing his appearance in here, so it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be on the January 4th. And another video game this series will come to life on HBO Max, The Last of Us. Yeah, it's about a group of people trying to survive a virus that turns people into monsters, and they try to kill everybody. It's based on a video game. It's a pretty popular video game.
Based on real life.
So that's yeah, pretty much. That's gonna be the next next
that's
virus.
not the same where you're at? Oh, okay.
No.
I never mind. I'm living in the future, evidently.
That's going to be January 13th. A new sci-fi movie with an interesting twist on it. January 13th, The Tomorrow Job releases. A group of robbers change their bodies, their future selves, to commit robberies. I see, actually, the nerd in me sees a lot of problems happening, but, you know, looks like an interesting movie. Should be pretty good.
Almost sounds like
Netflix is releasing.
Tom Cruise one. What was the Tom Cruise
What was
Minority
it?
Report?
Time Cop, right? Minority Report and Time Cop.
Yep.
And another remake. And then what's the other one? Free Jack with Rolling Stone singer.
Oh no, it's a great book, but please, they destroyed that.
Yeah, that was
they
not
destroyed
good.
the movie. The book is amazing. The book is amazing.
I heard the book was 10 times better than the movie. Mick
Oh my
Jagger
gosh!
was just.
Yeah, if you get a chance to check out the audio.
Yeah, that was
for
not good. It was bad. Very bad.
Check out the
I
audio.
saw the
book for
movies.
that. Yeah.
And so, let's see. So Netflix is releasing The Pale Blue Eye on January 6th. The detective teams up with Edgar Allan Poe to solve a murder at West Point. So hopefully there's going to be some supernatural stuff, or
Huh.
a ghost or something, or maybe a raven will be the killer. But who knows? Well, hopefully that's pretty good.
Sounds interesting.
Conan fans, you get a new comic book series out, a possible series on Netflix, and now a book. Conan, Blood of the Serpent, is out this month. So it looks like a pretty good book. So if you like Conan, check it out. So okay, DC. First you fire Henry Cavill, then you hire him, and then you fire him again. Now he's out again.
Oh my gosh.
And why not? Why listen to the fans? Not Gunn. He didn't change any of the characters over at Marvel. But I digress. Now Henry is out on The Witcher 2, so I might as well say goodbye to that series. And by the way, The Witcher Blood Origin is a story that should have stayed buried.
Oh no.
The new
Is
Witcher
it
series.
is it as bad as the wheel? A waste of time?
Oh, stop with that. It's not bad.
I want to jump off the castle wall myself. I was like, oh my god, I had to push through.
Hey, by the way, John,
It was bad.
Sean says Tales of the Jedi was good.
Yes, it was. It was a very good series.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll come out with again some more stories. That was really good. Actually, like I said before, I was surprised how good it was. It was very adult. So it was good. Ahsoka's in it, and then that's coming out this year too. Ahsoka series. So that's going to get to be announced, but it should be coming out in 2023. So what else? Let's see. A story that should have stayed buried. Well, Mr. Cavill will find a new home over at Amazon.
Hell
It'll
yeah.
be part of the new Warhammer series, which will be in production. Mr. Henry Cavill will do a good job, as he is a big player of the game himself in private life. He's actually spoke about it, talked about it, and he's really looking forward to it. So, for the Emperor, Henry, good luck. 2023
That's
has
right.
some Comic Cons out. Super Mag Fest, January 5th to 8th, National Harbor, DC, and Setsucon, an anime convention at
Back
Alton,
up.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, John. What was the first one there?
Super Mag Fest. It's January 5th and 8th in the National Harbor, DC.
Huh. I'll have to go check that one out.
And Setsucon in Altoon, Pennsylvania.
That too.
Also, Simon, what's his name? Kinberg, the director for Battlestar
Kinberg.
Galactica, the new movie.
Supposed to
Kinberg.
be, yeah.
He was actually in an interview, and he was saying that 2003 he's definitely going to go in production for the movie, but he has to find a new writer and a couple of other producers like everybody else. So.
No.
And, yeah, come on. Yeah, it's like
I'll write it.
Why are you telling us
I'll
you're gonna
write
make
it.
the movie?
Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah, right now.
Kisberg,
We'll write
Kisberg,
it.
look me up. We'll write it for you.
Yeah, we got the
Guaranteed.
team right here. We're ready to go,
We're
guys.
ready to go.
We'll put it
write
together
that.
for you. No
I'll
problem.
quit my job and write for you.
72
Unbelievable.
hours, we'll have a draft script on your desk.
Yep. We'll get with the super fans out there, the writers. Look at some of the look at some of the fan fiction that's been written. Yeah, not a problem. We can create something.
Easy.
For sure.
Everyone's pushing for that. We're still waiting for it, and that's all the news tonight. Look forward to some good shows this year.
Yep.
The Walking Dead has a new series.
Last series,
The Walking Dead, the Eye of the Dead, with spin-off. Ahsoka's coming. What else? Crystal Lake series, prequel to Jason. So all these series are coming up to the news, and we'll keep you guys abreast and bridge when things come out and get release dates.
Hey, John, what about this one?
Oh, Sweet Tooth. Yeah, that's coming out too. That's coming out this year too, sometime.
That's one of those
I'm
shows that I
thinking
first
April
started
or
out.
May.
I was like, I'm not going to like this. Then, like the 4th episode in, I was like, I could live with this.
Yeah, the 5th one kind of got me. It was like the comic was always weird to me. I'm like, I try to read the comic, I try to get into it, I know it, and then I keep going back to it, and then I think that's what happened to me on like the 5th episode. I'm like, all right, and then by then it was almost over.
Yeah, they got you at that point. Like, all right, yeah, we got that guy. Hang on. Yeah, we sunk the hook. It took 4 episodes to sink the hook, but we got him now.
Well,
They always do.
1899 was the same thing, right? So it took a
oh,
couple episodes. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Tell me you finished it.
I did.
You finished it. You see what happened. You see?
I didn't like
it's
it.
not what you thought it was.
No, it wasn't.
I told
but
you guys.
There's weird, and then there was super weird, and then it just got so ridiculous to me at the end. I was like, I can't do this. It was cool, a neat story idea.
But it's not what you think it is.
Yeah, it's
right?
not what you
That
think
they
it
went
is, but
somewhere
it's like,
else.
But by the end, you're like, no, just no.
Doesn't
Stop.
make sense.
Yes.
Stop. Crawling through the side of a mountain or whatever, you're in the, suddenly you're, no. Just stop. Just stop.
Oh,
that one
boy.
got me.
By
I
the
didn't
way,
finish Wednesday, though. I finished Wednesday.
Yeah.
I liked Wednesday. Wednesday was fun.
Okay.
Wednesday was
Yeah.
fun.
Good.
So I finished that one, and then I went to the movies for the first time in 2 years, 3 years, 2 years.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I hadn't gone to the movies in almost 2 years. So my daughter for Christmas took me to a movie. So I was like, well, okay, I haven't been to a movie in 2 years. Of course, we went to the 9:30.
Oh.
And then we went to see Avatar,
Avatar.
which
How was
means
it?
3 hours later
Oh no.
at 1 a.m. we got out of the movie theater.
Oh man.
No.
but it was good. I didn't mind it. It was a fun show.
Okay.
It was a fun show. Definitely lots of there wasn't as much live action in this one there was in the first one, which kind of disappointed me. I kind of liked the combination of live action slash the animation, but this one was pretty much all animation, and really good animation and really good effects. So it was an entertaining story, but it did drag. After a couple hours, it would drag in certain spots, and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to make this. Then it would pick up again. You're like, okay, I can do this. And it would drag again. It's like, I don't think I'm going to make this. And then they'd pick up again. I'm like, okay. So it wasn't too bad.
Was that
I had a pretty
was
good
it
time with it.
3D?
Yeah, I went. Yeah, the only way to see, I won't go see another movie anymore until you can get all sorts of movies on Netflix and everything else if you want to watch a regular movie. So if I'm going to go see a movie now, it's got to have to be either IMAX or 3D or both. I'm not going to bother with anything else. It's just why spend
IMAX
my
is
money?
good.
Yeah, why spend my money?
Jeff Walters says now maybe Nicolas Cage will finally get his chance to be Superman.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
watched.
God.
I
Find
watched.
that,
What was
they
the?
find that lost script.
Yeah. What was the Nick Cage's the most recent movie? Nick Cage.
Yeah. You see it?
Yes, that was good. It was,
Yeah,
I can't
people
remember
say
what
it's
show it was.
good.
It's really good. It was. I can't believe it. It says Life as Nick Cage. I can't remember the name of the movie, but I think it's on Netflix or something. It was fun. It was a fun show. He makes fun of himself.
Oh, they're a comedy, right?
Yeah, he makes fun of himself.
Yeah.
It's unique. Some of the really it was I liked it. It was good. It was fun.
He's going to be playing Dracula in the upcoming Renfield movie.
No,
Nick Cage's Dracula.
no.
Yeah.
Please tell me you're joking.
No way.
Nope, he is.
Oh, that's good.
I hope it's a comedy
I hope so too. Oh my God.
because he really should have.
so-
I mean, he really after that watching the last movie, My Life as Nick Cage or whatever it is. After that, I think watching he missed his calling. He should have been a comedian. I really think he should have been a comedian. He would have had much more fun with it.
By the way,
He was in Raising Arizona, right?
Yep.
there's the Toxic Avenger. You remember the Toxic Avenger?
Yeah.
Talk about
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I think it's I'm pretty sure it's the director. I think it's the director of, or someone on that level, if not higher, is actually working on another project. And someone that I worked with, Brian, that I worked with on George Zuvalos's Once a Week for Life, has a part in it. He's been cast in an upcoming horror movie. So he's going to be with us. He's going to be coming in. Trauma Films. That's right. Thank you,
Trauma Films.
Tony. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. So he's going to be joining us on our marathon, and he's going to tell us a little bit about that show, that I don't know, film that he's going to be working on, and the fact that we had done a scene together, and that we were involved with Dick Grant, Tulane, and it was kind of cool. And so he'll be on.
I got to talk to him on the phone.
Yeah, that's right. You had a part in it as well. That
I got to
day
talk
that
to him
we
on the
shot,
phone.
you played, yes. So you're actually a character in that movie as well.
Yeah. They called me up.
so
Hey,
our
play this
friend,
part. I was okay.
Yeah, yeah. George Zuvalos, our creative producer here at IFB, who's working on Once a Week for Life, has cast. He's caught a bunch of actors that you will know if I told you who they were. They haven't signed the dotted line, but once they do, there is a slew of them that are going to be working on this project with him, and they've all been involved one way or another with our type of films and movies and genre. So as that happens, I will be letting you know. George Zuvalos will be coming on. He'll come on the marathon. He'll stop by and talk to us a little bit about his. I mean, he just won another film festival, which is just incredible in terms of the amount of wins the guy's got. He just keeps stacking them up, so that's really cool. Yeah, man, it's good stuff's going on.
Now we just got to get
Awesome.
our inroads
Good.
enough to get Dirk Benedict in. At least that'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd
Listen,
be fun.
if you got the greenbacks,
I know.
greenback, anybody will come
Yeah.
on. But yeah.
Yeah, that's beyond the crowdfunding goal that I think we need to go with.
Yeah. Well, speaking of crowdfunding, we'll be putting that out. We'll be announcing that in January.
Yep.
So once we get that rolling, so that we have our fan film, our showcase, which takes place in the original Battlestar Galactica world. So you guys stay tuned
Nice.
for that. We're gonna have a really, really good time with that. And so that's happening.
Yeah, I just got done designing the color devices.
You finished them.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Wow.
So,
look out for that, guys. We'll let you know. We'll tell you where to hit up the. It's either going to be a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter. We're not sure yet. We're looking into that. We'll let you know. There's going to be all kinds of levels, and we're going to have all kinds of things to go with contributions. Associate producers. We're going to be looking for a couple of associate producers as well. So if anybody's
and extras.
interested,
When we find the date, we're going to be filming up in New York. We'll be put the call out for any extras that want to show up in their colonial uniforms, and
Yep.
And,
If you
we'll
have
feed you.
Colonial
We can't
uniform,
put you up, but we'll definitely feed you. So
yes, we'll feed you, for that day's shoot. So we'll have a good time. Of course, John, if you're available, obviously you'll be helping us out on set. I expect. We'll give you
Oh
a
yeah,
heads up
I love to.
Yeah, cool. All right, so I don't know, John. What else? What else are you looking forward to in the new year? Because that's what's basically coming up is the new
Yeah.
year. What's on your agenda, man?
Um, I guess I want to see more. I want to go to more Comic Cons. I want to see some more shows. I want to get out more. I got to hit
Yeah.
the gym more.
now that the COVID thing is
What
over.
else?
Well, it's not over,
Yep,
but
I want to
it's
get out and
subsided. Yeah.
try to do things, do different stuff. I'm looking forward to helping you guys in the movie. Um,
Yep.
just
that's-
get out there, enjoy life a little more. Last 2 years was tough. You're staying inside. You're afraid to go out. I think it's, I don't want to go out and try to get that stigmatism. Like, I'll go out and do some things with the guys, hang out, do some sports, get out there again.
Yep. I think you're right. That's the way we have to start looking at things. I mean, we can't hide anymore. It's time to get out. But I think some things have changed in my mind and in my life in regards to this from the last year, because I will now, like I said, the movie theater thing is cool, but like I was just saying, I will not go to a movie theater again unless it's something special in regards to like 3D
Yeah.
or IMAX. I'm not going to spend my money. I'd rather stay at home and wait for it to come out on Netflix or
Yep.
Amazon
Yep.
Prime, or
Yeah.
I rent it on Amazon Prime or something like that. So, and I think that's going to be a big challenge for a lot of these smaller theaters. It's going to be a challenge to get people back in, because I mean, granted, it was 9:30 that I went to, and I am in a small, not small. We're in a Southwest Virginia, so we're in the biggest city in Southwest Virginia. So for my Christmas and New Year's while I'm here, so it's small. But when you go to the theater and it's like your daughter and your son-in-law is pretty much the only people in the movie, that starts to make you wonder and worry. It's tough to keep the lights on in those places. So I think it's going to be a big
Yeah, it
challenge
is.
for that.
Who's got the
A
dagger?
lot of people
Is
want.
that you, Chris?
No, that's John's.
Daggett. Yeah.
I don't think that's
Daggett's
how you
rule.
got enough, buddy.
Daggett's rule.
They just look at me like, whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our thing.
Woof. Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? Woof. What are you gonna do about it?
Boy.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring it. Because Daggett's rule the world. Daggett saved Battlestar Galactica. So, and I think who was it? Somebody, Jeff said, name the movie is making as The Legend of Muffet, the hero of Battlestar Galactica. I think that would be a fun one to do. That would be fun.
Bubbles the Destroyer. That's
Bad dog.
Top Gun Maverick was the beast at the movies. It was
Yep.
called.
Yep,
I
it
watched
did.
it. I thought it was
Yeah.
awesome. I really, really enjoyed it. So,
Should bring back the outdoors,
yes.
definitely.
I went.
Yeah.
Amazon too. It was good. It was on
Muppet's doing
HBO
some
Max.
scene
No, it was on
stealing.
Paramount. It was a good movie.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
So,
I know it's on
that's
Paramount
up-
Plus, so that's on my watch list to
Paramount
see.
Plus.
so,
That's what a lot of
John,
people want
did
to do.
you
Though. A lot
ever-
of people are waiting for it to come on the TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, look, it's between paying so much. Let's face it, guys. If you're going to be paying as much as they're charging us to go to the movies, never mind buying anything, right? I mean, if you just go there to just watch the movie and it's not a matinee, I mean, come on, it is kind of pricey. It's got to be something that's going to blow you away. A lot of times you go to the movies and you're kind of disappointed, and especially for the amount that you're paying. I mean, I don't know. It just seems, and it's inconvenient. Let's face it, it's inconvenient. Never mind any of the other possibilities of exposure. We're not talking about that. It's just a little inconvenient.
Yeah.
John, did you ever watch
Plus,
Oil
New York.
Man?
Go ahead.
Which one?
Hang on.
No, go ahead.
You
Finish
got-
up your statement. I want to hear what you to say.
Oh, I mean, New York doesn't have the matinees anymore because I used to go like 9 a.m., 11 o'clock in the morning, and you get half that
really?
price. So now it's like it all starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you're paying full price. So I'd rather just rent the movie for $19, stay home, have dinner with the kids and watch them and enjoy
Yeah.
myself then.
Yeah.
Go to the house.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, the cost
Agreed.
it does for all
Yeah.
the popcorn for the kids and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually paying less.
It'd be like the days when, I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm this cheap, but we were. When we were poor, we'd sneak in the food in mom's purse or something. Candy bars and stuff.
Yeah.
Canned sodas.
That's
So we
right.
wouldn't have to pay at
Yeah.
the movie theater.
So John,
I
did you
remember
ever
those days.
watch? Oh hell yeah, John, you ever watch Automan?
Automan?
Yeah.
That used to be on TV in the 80s, right?
Yes.
It was, what was the premise of that? He would control cars, or he'd be,
He was a car.
I know it was
Yeah, he
something.
was a car.
He was a
man.
car, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He turned into a car, right?
Yeah.
Right,
A
so-
I remember
car.
that.
He turned into all sorts of different things.
All kinds of crazy stuff, man. So from 83, it was between
man.
83 and 84, there were 13 episodes made. They only aired 12. So there's one floating around out there. I don't know if they ever
There you go.
actually
This will help
put
you
that
remember.
out. But yeah, there you go. There it is, Automan. It was pretty cool. It's a Glenn Larson production, and
Oh, yes.
you know Glenn said that the individual, two of the guys that were directly involved with Tron, pitched
Right.
the series to him, and he went with it, and it was starring
Yeah, it's
Desi Arnaz Jr. and Chuck Wagner,
Oh, wow.
Heather McNair, Robert Lansing. Robert Lansing, great character in
Lansing.
Equal original, and Gerald S. O'Laughlin, character actor, but great stuff, man. It was pretty cool. So we figured, it's a good Larson production and something that was from our time. I remember watching only a few of the episodes. I never watched the entire series, but now I'm intrigued.
Oh,
Chris,
I
to go-
watched the entire series. It was the thing I remember the
did ya?
most. Yeah, thing I remember the
Oh,
most
wow.
is Desi. Every time, so this car, and this Automan drives this car. He flies airplane. He flies a helicopter. He does boats, whatever else he wants to do. But the thing I remember the most about the entire show, it would make me laugh every single time, is when they did a 90-degree turn. So they would do a 90-degree turn, and Desi would plaster himself up against the side of the car and then come back down again. So it was every 90-degree turn, it was like he would just come up and goes and come back down again. It was tremendously hilarious for me. I thought it was It was great. I loved it.
So it's the Automan, or the Automatic Man, because they explain it in the show, right? Follows the adventures of a police officer and computer programmer named Walter
Wait,
Nebbit.
you watching it, John?
Yeah, I'm watching the video. They got into the car. The car is real small, and then he's driving. So he goes into a building, and you just see the turn. You don't even see a turn. It just goes straight, and
Yeah. It's got the Tron look.
It's definitely got the Tron thing, man.
Yep.
Ann Lockhart was in an episode. Rob Baum just told us.
I can't remember the Ferrari or Lamborghini he used in the show was Glenn Larson wanted that car in the show because he wanted to buy one. So he had one of those cars in the show because of that, and they spent a large amount of money on that car.
Oh, check this out. Did you know that while in the real world, Automan posed as a government agent by the name of Otto J. Mann? This was a secret to all except Walter's close associate, Roxanne Caldwell. It's pretty good. It was kind of, pretty much well thought out. Man and Machine, great show. Human Transformer. Yeah, so he could actually inhabit the cop, who was played by Desi, he could inhabit Automan. So when Automan becomes real, like when he steps out of the computer world, he can kind of hide himself within Automan. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I remember just watching
Yeah.
a few episodes. I'm gonna go back and watch the
I'm sure
actual
this will be.
series.
I'm sure this will get flagged, but here, hang on.
Oh, we're definitely gonna get
I
flagged.
think it's
What
a
are you gonna play?
Lamborghini Countach LP 400.
That's it.
That's the kind of Lamborghini it was.
Yep, there it is.
So all this stuff was
Yes,
done
sir.
with the creator from Tron. Now, his suit. So there's that 90-degree turn. So his suit. So oops, I gotta get back to his suit here. Hang on. This suit. So
There it is.
they described the suit in what this suit was. So this was. You have to remember this was before green screen technology.
Oh yeah,
So-
this is 83, man.
Yeah, so this was before green screen technology was available. So each one of these episodes cost almost $1 million each, which is one of the reasons why
What?
it died after a season. So
No.
yes, almost $1 million each. So it sounds familiar, right? Battlestar Galactica, all the special
Yeah.
effects there.
Yeah.
This suit that he made, that he's wearing right here, is actually like a black. It's also the person who designed all this. Guess who it was?
Warlock?
John Pierre Doriac.
Extra. Yeah.
Yep.
John Pierre
Doliac.
Doriac created
Good one,
all
John.
the.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. So he
Excellent.
created the suit for this thing, and this suit is it's really strange if you watch the show, because he moves around in the suit. There's a it doesn't follow. You can tell there's a mask underneath, and when he walks around with his suit, the stars and stuff change. So you can see in this right here, his stars changing on it. So when he moves, those stars stay in that one spot as he moves around. And that suit was actually a black spandex style suit with the same material that is on the movie theaters screens. So it reflected
Wow.
tremendous amount of light. So it was like little glass lined. So it's like they cut movie screen up, and they put these pieces on there, and then they shined a light, really, really bright light on it, so it overexposed the video.
Oh,
When it
wow.
overexposed the video in those locations,
Oh, wow.
then they went in later on and put a mask in, which was the video behind it, which was the blue stuff that was walked across it. So I mean, this is cutting edge technology for back then. But
Wow.
they went through a lot of the suits because that material that makes up screens for movies, it's kind of got like a glass, pieces of glass is inside of it, kind of like if you drive along at night and see the lines on the road,
Reflective. stuff,
reflective.
Yeah.
It would come off. So they would have to redo the suits over and over and over again. He said, I can't remember. There's a like a documentary out there, I think, that talks about how many suits they went through and all the information.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I don't remember. I have to look him up, but I don't remember he was in anything else after this.
12 episodes. 13. I wonder if they ever showed that other one.
I don't think he was in anything after this. I mean, Yep.
Wait a minute.
Did you see this?
Was that Chuck Wagner?
Yep, Chuck Wagner, Patrick
American
McNee, John Hogan, a couple of other these very popular people were in this show. And I know we're going to get tagged on this probably. I'm just
Actor,
gonna flip through it.
director, musical
Yep.
theater, historian.
Oh. You remember Cursor is the other thing you have to remember. Cursor
Yeah.
Cursor was
Yeah.
a womanizer. Cursor
Okay.
went after the blonde women in the show. Throughout the entire show, went for their chest areas and everything else. So
Oh boy.
it was kind of amazing.
Let's see. Wagner. 2012 contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, The Dukes of Hazzard Dynasty, Matlock. He didn't do a lot of stuff.
No.
Nah.
Dynasty,
Jeez.
Dukes of Hazzard.
There's Patrick
Not
McNee.
much.
Interesting. Oh wow, yeah, Patrick Stewart. I mean, come on, man. Oof.
Well,
That's
great
that's
actor.
something. Oh yeah, heck yeah. That's one of the autograph cards I wish I had picked up. I had that. I could have had that card for like $45, and it's from the Galactica series, and I passed it up, and that's a regret. I'll never get that back. But the technology was akin to used in Tron. Yeah, I mean it was. That's right, Rob. That was the whole, appeal was this Tron like graphics that they were using, and the technology and stuff. I mean, the guys that were involved in Tron were came over, and so I guess that's part of the look that they wanted. I when I was a kid, I remember just watching a couple of episodes. I didn't watch more than a couple, but I'm definitely going to go back and watch it just for giggles because it looks pretty decent.
It's hard to find. So most of the time, we tell you where to find these at.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not on Freevee. This is not on Amazon. It's not on Netflix. It's not on Stars. It's not on Hulu.
It's not.
No, the only place there's just I think the only place I can find is on DVD. So I'm thinking about ordering the DVDs and watching them.
Oh man, hey guys, anybody spot this out there? Is it on?
Yeah, if anybody knows where
TV?
we can find it and watch it, in one of the paid platforms, great. But yeah, it's just
cool. Yeah,
it's just
I
was not able to find it.
Has it?
Yep. I mean,
It was
even
produced by
if you go
Fox,
to
and that means
YouTube to
it's
watch it, the only ones you can find on YouTube are foreign language.
Well, get this. Eric Padden just told us it says that it was produced by Fox, and that means the chances of seeing it emerge are nil because that means Disney controls it now. What a shame. That really
You kidding
is.
me?
I mean,
This would be an awesome young kid show.
Yeah.
It'd be a great kid show, even as a
Rebooted series.
yeah, even as a animated show, it would be good. And I'm surprised that somebody hasn't. Somebody has the rights for this. I'm sure.
Oh, what a shame! Because that'd be kind of cool, man. I would love to go watch it myself.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting.
This and Manimal. Manimal would be another good one. Maybe we'll talk about Manimal next week or something.
Yeah, we should try to put that up too. Disney basically locked up all the Fox material they now control. What is up with that? Is that
That's
a
sad.
power play because they want to like remake the stuff, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It really is because this stuff was really cool. It was 83 to 84. I wonder if they ever aired that 13th episode. That's what also kept Fall Guy from having all of its run released on DVD. Eric, come on, man. How dumb is that?
Oh, wow.
There's a whole market that would love to do the if they released those Blu-ray anniversary, that would be so cool. I don't get it. I really don't. It's a shame. I mean, we're out here. The fans would like to see it. I mean, when are you going to release this? 20 years, 30 years from now, when it doesn't matter, when there's no fan base.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it. I don't know.
You're going to wait
Doesn't make sense.
wait for the fan base to die, which is what I worry about with Battlestar Galactica.
Right.
They keep telling us, hey, they're gonna give us something.
gonna
Hey,
do
we're gonna
something.
make a movie.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna do this, and we don't get anything. And I'm like, well, what are you waiting on? I mean,
Yeah, the same thing goes for. I mean, look at Firefly and look at Stargate.
yeah.
I mean, Stargate is tremendous,
Yeah.
and it had such a good run, and all of a sudden, nothing. Right? I mean, they tried to do that mini episodes that
Right.
they had on, and they tried to do their own channel, and it didn't catch on. I'm not sure why it did. It just didn't work.
Right.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Farscape was another great one that could. Babylon 5. Look what happened to
Farscape
Babylon
was
5. I mean,
Babylon
I
5,
don't
yeah.
know. It's so strange. It really is. So, John, what? I know that you visit the comic book shop regularly, more often than I do. So I know that I don't know if you're aware, but supposedly in January there's going to be a new Planet of the Apes series coming out.
Yes.
What?
Brand new series. Yeah.
Series-
I reported a couple weeks ago.
Comic book series?
They're gonna come up. Yeah, they switched the old producers. They're going to a new comic book. I think Dark Horse is doing them, right? Dark Horse.
I'm not sure who
Dark
it
Horse?
is,
No,
but I'm
Marvel.
looking forward to it because
Marvel's
it goes
gonna be doing
back.
it.
It's linked to the original. It's not
Yeah.
from the new movies that came out. It's linked to the original series.
No,
So
it's the original ones from the '70s. Yeah, that's gonna be.
yeah, it's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
cool.
gonna be Marvel, and it's gonna start going in January.
Yep. And then there was the
Issue number one should be coming out.
Al just
Conan
mentioned
too.
Babylon 5. There was some
Oh wow!
some
And
rumor
Conan
stuff
too.
going on with Babylon 5, back and forth on that, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's dead yet, but I think it's close.
It's
I know
very
what you're talking
close.
about.
They need to get back to the comic books and
Yep.
maybe get, they should fundraise and and get their own like Veronica Mars, right? Veronica Mars. The fans raised the money. They got the original crew, and they made their movie
brought it
and they
back,
gave them
yeah.
like some closure. I mean, that's what they should do. And then it came back. It actually came back for I think they did.
They came back on Hulu. Yeah,
Yeah.
Huh.
they did like a
That's
season
that's
on
how
Hulu.
you got to do it.
Yep.
Yep, that's how you have to do it. If the fans really want it, you gotta get the band together, do the fundraising, and then let it rip and see what happens. Because I mean, it's a proven fact that you can actually get this going. It can be done. It can be
Yeah,
done.
we
So
had talked about what I would wonder what it would take. Let's just say comic book. What would it take to buy the rights for Battlestar Galactica, for instance, comics? I mean, how much money do they want for that? I mean, is it percentages? Is it hey, if I, would you, we give you $10,000, we can make X amount of comic books for a year, and you get 1% or 10% of the deals, or 10% of the thing. I mean, what would it take? I mean, how?
see, the problem is it's not just Chris. It's not just the rights. Where you're going to sell these things, who's going to distribute them, who's going to, right? So if you're not Black Horse or IDW, that have a self-made industry, who then is going to be able to? So if we were to pool money together and say we got the rights to do the comic book, now you got to make it, and then now you
Yeah.
you have to get it sold.
Sold.
How do you get it sold? Right? I mean, how do you get it into comic book stores?
Well, I mean,
around
we
the
talked to a
world?
lot of people who did their own comics.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We sure
Not
did.
doing comics. They do it
remember-
online. I think.
Yeah, Comixology. But remember that it's how much money
Yeah.
you're generating in the end to actually have this successful. It's like it's one thing to do an indie, right? If you make
Right.
an indie comic book, you go from zero to now it's in it's in previews and it's
Right.
being picked up, you win. But if you take a license and you don't have a hit, it's not made for the masses, you have a failure. It's kind of it's kind of tough.
Wow.
It's kind of tough.
Hey.
They kind of
And I think
Yeah, I think it's also how you play it. You could put it in a certain comic, like Stranger Comics has a pretty good following, and
yeah.
they're starting to come into the
no,
comic book
Boom,
scenes now.
Boom owns
Boom.
Boom owns Firefly, and I have a stack
I mean,
of Boom Firefly books. We're talking
and plus we're on the
a stack.
wow.
They're still that they came out with. So I don't. There must be a following. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't keep producing it. So
Yeah. So,
But
does
I think
Dynamite
Eric
have-
asks who owns it now. I mean, does Dynamite still own it?
Unknown.
I mean,
it's
that'd be
unknown.
a good question. I mean,
Um,
and where would you go to find out? I mean, just call up
Exact-
the
well, yeah.
headquarters. You know,
Legal
hey,
division.
how's it going?
You got to go to the legal division. Chris Tucker just, hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. How about a BSG animated series?
Yeah,
I think
that was a
that
talk at one
has,
time. That was a talk at one time.
More traction, right? Because the BSG comic books have done well. They've been out there. But I think if there was a really good, a solid animated series,
Say it for your brother.
I think it would do well. I think it would do really, really well.
Yeah,
What like an anime like Clone Wars did?
yeah. Or like
Yeah.
Bad Batch.
Yeah, I'd see that.
Yeah,
Bad, but yeah,
I think it
can
would
see
do
that.
well. Oh yeah,
I think
yeah,
it- yeah.
I believe that that as a fan base that we could put Galactica back on the map. If they did a really good short run animated series for like a first season, I think they could do really well and well enough to bring it back for maybe a second season, depending on, same thing like Bad Batch. You make them like 15-minute episodes,
Right.
make it a good story. I think it would work. Animation similar to Final Fantasy. Yeah, I believe it. I think that would be,
Yeah,
a
I see that.
really good answer
Yeah.
to bringing it back. The
Yeah,
Saga of a Fugitive
Fugitive
Fleet
Fleet.
audio drama had to go through all kinds of negotiating with Universal regarding what they could do and couldn't do without having to pay licensing fees, which they couldn't have afforded. Right.
Right.
See,
And
there you
that's
go. So
that
yeah,
was a really. I've got the audiobook and as well as
yeah,
the play, or what do you want to call it, the script
yeah. The
for that.
playbook, yeah,
and
yeah,
and that had a lot of the actors from Battlestar Galactica in it.
yeah. They did.
Yeah, so
It's
they
just,
really
it's
worked
just,
at it hard. We also reached out. Is that right? We
yeah.
reached out to them
We did,
and asked them if they would come on and talk to us about it, and they said
and they
no.
refused.
Yeah,
They
so
refused. They really didn't do a lot of PR.
yeah.
I
I
don't
think that could have
know.
been much better. I mean, some of you probably
Yeah.
don't even know that exists. So, but it was a fun.
it,
Wow.
Yeah, it was a fun,
yeah.
fun play, fun radio play.
I, I don't understand, Chris. John, I don't know if you remember, we discussed this many times. They were able to get scripts together. I think did they read an unmade
It, I think it was
script?
based on an unmade script.
Yeah,
But they
and
had
they got
Lorette Spang and
yeah,
Anne and Colonel Ty.
Ty, yeah. So they got,
Which
and it was great. So I don't understand. They kind of like, I don't know. They didn't want to really plug into the fan base.
Right.
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me. They'd spent a lot of money to get this thing done. They got it out. It was produced overseas, and then when it came to like doing interviews and getting people out there and they didn't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
maybe that was
Wonder
the
if we could
company.
put trading cards of Wonder Bread, or you could make boxes of mushies for sale. Imagine that.
I actually
Yeah.
have a Mushies recipe. I do have one. I have a Mushies
Oh, look,
recipe.
they adapted the movie Space Mutiny, which had used Galactica footage and turned it into a Galactica story
Yeah.
without mentioning the character names.
Yeah, that Space Mutiny
Jack
was
Crawford.
an interesting show. It was fun, but that also
Terry Carter.
it was so bad that that it also was made fun of by Mystery Science Theater 3000. So that gives you an idea.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, guys. I think, look, bottom line is we do what we do because, we grew up watching all this 70s and 80s stuff, and we're big sci-fi fans, so we cover everything else as well. And then, we've dedicated ourselves to picking shows right from the
Right.
time period, like we're doing. Like, every week we kind of, go delve a little bit into one of these shows, and it's part of what we kind of grew up with, and we enjoy this stuff. And we happen to be big Galactica fans, and we're not going to hide it. And there's other streamers that really are dedicated to Star Wars or Star Trek. Like Will Wheaton does a Star Trek thing. There's enough coverage on those other shows. So
Right.
we don't really get into it, but we have our experts that come on.
Yep.
And John,
Once a month, yeah.
you're the focal point. You've been, scheduling these guys, and we have our own Chris Fian from the 501 that tells us on our updates Star Wars, and we have Brand that comes in from Star Trek, and so we try to cover that as well. But Battlestar Galactica, man, let's just keep our fingers crossed. We'll do what we can.
Yeah, I
Keep it going.
gotta reach back out to the director from Alien Nation. He said he was going to come on, and
Oh yeah.
Oh.
we'll have to reach back out to him, see if he's available now. But he's also signed up to be the director for the remake for Logan's Run. So
Ooh, that's insane.
so there's some.
That's
I think
really
there's some remakes out there that are coming. I mean,
Oh,
look,
yeah.
we're lucky enough to get maybe the Fall Guy here in 2023. I think
Yeah.
towards the end of the
Yeah.
2023 or 2020, early 2024. So they're filming that one in Australia. So I think there's remakes coming. What they are, we don't know. Good, bad, and different.
Good or bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. I mean,
Good, bad, remade over and over again.
Yes. Sometimes they just, it's. I think we talked to Mr. Larson last time, and we said, hey, he says once you kind of sell the rights to that, you've sold the rights. Unless you have put down that, hey, I need creative control of it, at which point you don't make any money on it, because if you lose creative control. If I sell Battlestar Galactica, the name and the concept, and somebody else gets it and buys it, they have the right to make whatever they want, depending on what the contract says.
Wow.
So it's kind of it's kind of a risk that you take. I mean, you get the movies and the books. You got a book. You sell the book rights to the theaters, and your movie doesn't match the book. Well, why is that? Well, because you sold the rights. You no longer have a say on what happens, unless you put that specifically in the contract.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. Look, Chris Tucker just said there was talk about a remake of Buck Rogers.
Yep.
It didn't go anywhere
Yeah.
either.
It got tanked.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of there's got to be some kind of formula that everybody's looking at.
Right.
Look at Star Trek; it took off. All right, Strange New Worlds,
I think-
Discovery.
Yeah, I think if you look at those, they've put them towards a younger audience. And we had talked about this when it comes down to Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
If you look at the audiences they're gunning for, the Wednesday, for instance, it's a remake, but
Right.
the audience they're gunning for is the young adults or younger people, the 20-somethings. They're not gunning for a large audience that's still out there like ourselves. They're gunning for the fast money, the fast quick, the Instagram fame or whatever we might want to call it at that point. So I think they're missing out on a very large portion of the audiences that are out there that would actually go see something or watch something. So there's not I think they're missing the point. I really do. I think that they could be doing a lot better for us older people. It doesn't sound right. But us well experienced individuals, I think that they're not concentrating on that. Wednesday, Riverdale, The Witcher's about the closest we've got for something that kind of matches our genre, and then they took Cavill away. So maybe 40K. So 40K is popular throughout the age categories, so I think that might be a good branch over. But you look at what they're aiming at. They're not aiming at us. They're definitely not aiming at us.
I mean, Strange New Worlds was close to that.
Yep.
That Strange New Worlds had a lot of the stuff for the young fans coming in, and a lot of nostalgia for us guys that actually started watching Star Trek. And that was Strange New Worlds, the closest thing I've seen.
Yep. So that's,
Agreed.
They were smart enough to create a new audience, a younger audience with that by using the movies or whatever else. Star Wars is doing the same thing. They're using, look at Kenobi and the young girl.
Kenobi was good.
Right.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. They're aiming those at younger audiences to hook them in for longer periods, because once you're in the Star Wars universe, you're stuck, because you're going to be they're going to create more Star Wars stuff because they've got the funding behind it. They have the fan base behind it, a large fan base behind it. And I think it disappoints me. I love some of the shows, don't get me wrong, but it disappoints me that they've putting all their eggs in two baskets, Star Wars and Star Trek.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like they want to risk any money in anything else. So I'm anxious to see how 40K works out. I really am anxious to see if Cavill and the people that are going to do that, create that universe, and bring the old people as well as the new people into it. I think they could do it because 40K is a game that everybody played or plays. So I think that's a
He's got
that's a
so
good
many
possibility.
timelines.
Yeah, I think it's a good
Look,
possibility to
here's-
bring them in.
There's a couple of things. One is I know that everyone's going to watch to see what kind of money the remake of The Fall Guy pulls in. Mediocre Modeler says the mature audience members are the ones with the money. Agreed, but it's ignored to a high, to a higher level. They kind of ignore that fact because they want to create, like Chris says, they want to create the new fandoms.
Yep.
So we're expendable.
Can't blame them.
No, you can't. Now, Carl made an excellent point. He says when we had met with Comic Palooza, they said it's a risk to bring the original cast of Battlestar Galactica for fear of losing money.
That's sad, isn't it? I mean, I get it.
is.
I get it. I mean, this is going to sound horrible. A fan base will die if you let them age out. I mean, we're getting
It sure
older.
will.
We're getting older.
Yeah.
You mentioned Logan's Run to some of the kids nowadays. They don't know what that is.
No, they don't.
Planet of the Apes is trying to revive a little bit, piece by piece,
Right.
but they have some newer movies. I think they're doing the right thing. At least they're getting something out there. But they're putting all their eggs. It's Star Wars. It's Star Trek. It's whatever they can get money out of those, and then. I mean, in Cowboy Bebop, they tried that one, and all the young kids poo-pooed all over it because it wasn't the original Cowboy Bebop, and I thought it was a great show. And
That was a good series.
yeah, so but there are some series that I think we can get into, and you remember Alice in Borderland?
Yeah.
Alice in Borderland's the second season just came out. I just started watching that one, and that's a show I think it can be both old and new, just like Squid Games. Everybody loves
Good
Squid
games.
Games.
Yeah, it's a Japanese version.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I
I
think,
didn't know it came out again. I'm going to check it out.
Yep.
Eric Patton says Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars, in the voice, of course, of Bill Murray singing it is what it comes down to. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yep.
TV show and movie Logan's Run. Imagine. We see how the remake of Knight Rider, that was actually from Alfred. So Jeff Walters, we see how the remake of Knight Rider Magnum PI did. They're trying to move them into a new group of people, but they're getting
they
so
did a good
forward
job
from
with
the
Magnum
foundation of the
PI.
original show.
I think they really did
Yeah.
a good job of Magnum PI. I mean, it feels more CSI-ish, but just the way it's filmed, I think it's not definitely not CSI, but Magnum PI, they raised an uproar when they tried to cancel it. So I think that's got a decent fan base again.
It does.
The fans saved it.
Yep.
The
Just like
fans have, and
The
fans have
Expanse,
saved
they
so
saved
many different
they saved
shows.
that.
Yeah. Mediocre Modeler says, as a grandparent, I would support a property I know for them. Let them open the money door with the youth. Once the door is open, move up to the preteen, then teen up the scale to the adults.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing.
You know what?
Star
I
Trek,
think it's
Star Wars.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. And it worked for them. I don't understand what the big deal is,
Yep.
I don't
Star
know.
Trek, Star Wars. I mean, look at all the Star
Yeah.
Wars stuff that's animated and
Yep.
kind of young adult. And you got Star Trek
Yeah.
same way. You got Prodigy,
Yeah.
and you've got
Prodigy, of course.
yeah. That's young adult. That's it's building new fans, young fans. And they get older, they'll watch
Yeah.
the older stuff. So
It's bringing new fans in to watch all the old stuff. Yeah, Prodigy. That's what it's designed for.
Lola,
Bring the young kids
Lola
in.
says, yeah, well, look, Lola, on what you're saying, both of you, I've never given up on BSG, and I might be old, and getting nieces and nephews into it.
yes,
No one's old at heart,
Yeah.
Lola, but yes, that's
Yep.
the point. So yeah, and it's up to us, right? So it boils down to then, like we brought on the Lost in Space guys, and they're just like us. They want to keep their show alive, even though Lost in Space has been remade recently, like
Yep.
last year, right? So if
Yeah.
it's not for us, then we'd be responsible, we'd be held accountable. So we're doing the right thing, and we're going to keep doing the right thing. This is something that we love. It's a great show, and we're big sci-fi fans anyway. So look,
I like.
Carl
Yep.
Kleinschmidt. Most younger people who go to cons don't have an idea of what a Cylon is and think it's something tied into Star Wars, but their parents know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. So
I like what
again,
Eric says after that.
yeah, I'm afraid we're reaching a point where the name Battlestar Galactica is more associated with another show that, of course, still provokes divided reactions. And maybe that's why convention people fear a stress on the original would lose money if they think people would come excited to see Edward James Olmos. Look, just when this type of idea of divided reactions, we are hey Battlestar Galactica fans are no different than other fans that are into
Right.
their shows and programs. One of the things that we as original Battlestar Galactica fans got stereotyped in is the level of negativity that we brought or unleashed had not been seen before when the remake was coming out. And it's to this day that has left a real bad taste in Hollywood, and amongst the producers and the people that are involved in making movies and shows. And it's well known, unfortunately,
Yep.
and that is definitely a stigma that is associated with fans of the original Battlestar Galactica. We did it to ourselves, unfortunately, and yeah, it's something that and there was a little bit of it. It reared its ugly head with Star Wars, with the last Star Wars movie.
Ah,
And
yeah.
they were
Well, there's some still
going,
upset people with
It
yeah,
was
what's the
it was
latest.
brutal.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Well,
brutal.
the latest.
And
What is it? I don't want to say Anakin. That's not it. Andor. There's some people who
Yeah.
don't like Andor. I mean, they don't believe it's true to
We're
true
good.
to the show.
We're gonna have a discussion, Mino Gamada. I didn't forget from last week. me and him want to talk about Andor. I thought it was pretty good. He's like, we need to talk.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I liked it a lot, man. I liked it a lot.
I think Christopher Tucker's got it right too. It's
Yeah.
merchandising. Merchandising.
Yeah.
You know,
is.
Spaceballs.
Yeah,
May the Schwartz be
because
with you.
nobody,
Spaceballs. The
Star Wars-
lunchbox.
Star Wars opened everybody's eyes to what the amount of money that can be made in this. Galactica never had the opportunity to actually, make as much as they could have.
Oh, they
think
had
that
plans. They had plans.
They had
They
plans.
were
yeah,
making.
it's just a
They made
shame.
some money. Look at the merchandise that went out there. I mean, there is a large amount of figures and those kind of things. That they made some money on it, but they did hold off after the lawsuit with Star Wars and everything else. So, and I think that stopped the momentum that
So it's
could
a
have
shame,
been.
'cause
It could have
Yeah,
been
they could
so
have
much better.
They could have still made money even though it was off the air because people, it was out there, and I know they would have, if they would have had a third line of figures, the action figures, I think they would have sold those really well.
Yep.
Cause. So
Now there's us like searching through
yeah,
yard sales.
dumpster diving for them. Francis considered this one of the reasons Moore's mutation was accepted was because he indicated that this was going to be an updated BSG, hinting it was the same show, same premise with better CGI. Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
Whatever he did, they made it work for
Yeah.
themselves, right? And let's face it, it's a watered down version, if anything, at best, of what Battlestar Galactica is, right? They used some of the names and some of the the skeleton of,
Right.
of Battlestar
But
Galactica to create something totally different.
Yeah, and I know people are going to be mad at me because a lot of people that are purists in Battlestar Galactica, but they came out when with Caprica, and I think some of the religious tones underneath did play well. If you look at how they connected up into the original, in regards to
Yeah.
the monotheism and the polytheism piece of it, it was very interesting to kind of see their take on it. I really enjoyed that piece of the show. I didn't, I know they came out with a female boomer and everything else, and I understand that that's kind of the way things go nowadays. They're looking to bring a different fan base in, or they're looking to refresh that piece of it. I get it, but I think some of the writing in behind it, and some of the things that he put into it, the Tom Zarek piece of it, the like I said, the religious piece of it was really interesting, and I really enjoyed Caprica when it comes down to Battlestar Galactica. So as a spinoff, I think that was could have been so much more, but I believe I think Caprica was more true to the old Battlestar Galactica than the 2004 version, to tell you the truth, because they talk about the Cylons and how they came about and this kind of thing. So I thought it was a very interesting storyline, and I think it could have been expanded so much better. And and we tied some of that stuff into our new fan show, our fan movie. So we'll see how that goes. But I think it's great to see history.
We discussed this before. Fran brought it up again. She says the original was about hope, promise, spirituality, and loyalty.
Yep.
The More Mutation was about greed, ugliness, and despair. So they flipped it on its head.
Right.
Paul Rotter says BSG Razor at least had the flavor of the original. I agree 100%. Now,
Razor was good.
Eric,
I like Razor.
Yeah. Eric says, the most neutral thing I can say about the controversy is that if they had had the one-shot revival, the closure, from one to the other, yes, we've mentioned this before, that, the one that we missed, right, that balancing act between the bridge, the segue between one and the other that didn't happen was the
Singer.
The Stringer Galactica Singer.
Yeah,
That's the one.
DeSanto Singer.
And DeSanto, that's the one that would have bridged the gap, and we wouldn't have had, that level of rejection that came out. I agree 100%. It's just a shame that didn't happen. I think that would have helped the franchise overall, because it was so promising, that movie. I mean, it was incredible. Not to mention Richard Hatch's vision. I think that could have worked in and of itself. Hour and a half movie.
Granted, if you watch the trailer for that, you have to remember that was, the technology, once again, is you're still looking at just out of green screen, and CGI stuff is it's the CGI is along the lines of what the word? So what's a big CGI piece that was in that time frame? It would have been Babylon 5 or some of the CGI pieces there. You look back at those kind of things and go, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like watching the original 1977 Star Wars, you're like, oh my gosh. But the CGI was cutting edge then. CGI is so much better now. I think there's always a possibility. I'm excited to see whatever they come out with, Logan's Run or whatever else. But I have to realize you take it with a grain of salt, because they're going to spin it a little different. They're buying the rights to that show, but they're not going to follow it exactly. You don't get. I can't think of too many shows, or any shows right now, off the top of my head, that came out years later and followed the original exactly. Even Star Wars, Star Trek, they Deep Space Nine didn't follow exactly. Next Generation didn't follow exactly. Those are that's that you have to expect that. But I think with the
Nav.
I think with the More version, is if it would have just continued instead of rewrote. You know, they
Yeah,
went
they
back
flipped
and
it, man. They flipped it on its head. Which
it
I
would
think
have,
was
if they wouldn't have rewrote it, if
should
they
be-
would have continued it, I think it would just have gone more seasons than it did. But it was still
Yeah,
a decent show. Wasn't Galactic.
Yeah.
no, it wasn't. Well, let's see.
I
Eric
actually like
says
the remake. I thought the remake was pretty good.
Yeah, it's got a great storyline.
You know?
But it's not.
I like
mean,
how dominant.
Yeah, I don't think it's Galactica though.
It's
Yeah, it's a great movie.
yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
Cylons. I like the way they did the Cylons, but
Yeah,
some of the storylines, some of the characters. You know, when Wallace shot herself, that was kind of that still upsets me to this day. I'm like, oh, that's pretty shocking.
Right.
that was,
Eric says Trek
you know.
original series at least got to go as far as it could with the original cast in the movies. Yeah,
Right.
agreed.
Agreed.
Mediocre Modeler, the live action Speed Racer movie was pretty close to the source material. I saw it and I agree as well. So there's room for this stuff, guys, and there is hope. We're gonna do our part. We're gonna do our showcase. Blood and Chrome was action packed. Agreed, Paul. So we're looking forward to entertaining the
yeah,
fans.
I can't wait to do our
you know,
showcase. I can't wait to do our fan film. I really am excited about it. I mean,
yeah,
we're
So,
gonna do our
we're-
best.
we're-
I mean, I'm not,
we're gonna do
you
our
know,
best.
I can't say that it's going to be perfect, but with the amount of money that we're going to use to make it, I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's it's a story that follows along the lines of the original Battlestar stuff. So I think that's going to be fun, even though it's not the Battlestar stuff. And I think we'll have a great cast of characters and a great. We're anxious to put the history into it in regards to Greek history and Greek things there, and part of the Halafa,
wow.
and then in regards to Caprica, those kind of things. We go back into that and push it in there. I think, it's a good tie together. I think it's kind of fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to do a part 1 and probably a part 2.
Oh, cool.
Oh, guys. So we're looking forward to
Nice.
our big show on Friday, January 6th.
Yes.
Have a
Oh my
happy
gosh.
New Year, guys.
Our
Thanks for
12-hour show then?
tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-hour show. Thanks. But anyway,
What?
everybody that's watching us now, everybody that watches us later on in the future, in reruns, we want to thank you so much for allowing us to entertain you over the last couple of years, and we're looking forward now to going into our 3rd year, and that's really, really fun for us. We really enjoy doing this and sharing
It's
our
unbelievable.
our
Another
view
year.
on science fiction with you guys. So thank you for following us. Thank you for watching us. Please keep supporting us because we enjoy having you guys watch us. Everybody that comes in and watches us live, it's like our family of close friends and fans and supporters, like-minded. And then, of course, everybody that watches it later, you're part of the extended IFB family. So for me, thank you very much. Next week will be our first
broadcast of the new year.
2023 episode. And so
Wow.
I'm looking forward to that. So thank you.
And
John?
that's it. John, you got
Thank you, everybody. Happy
words?
New Year. Thank you for being part of this. I really enjoy it, and coming on and helps me a lot. And wish everyone to have a good year, have a happy New Year, and hope to keep on doing this as long as I can because I'm really having fun. That's the part. Do what you want to enjoy
That's
it as long as you're having fun. And
That's it.
I'm
So
looking forward to working on your movie.
that's going to be fun. So yeah, we look forward to the year ahead. We look at the year behind and say we've done some, had some great people that we interviewed, great things that we've done. We've enjoyed every Thursday night or from the last year. It's been amazing to have you on with us. We look forward to having you on every Thursday in the new year, and we look forward to putting together new and exciting things for the new year, and to start off with that 12-hour show. I'm sorry, Pete, 6-hour show. Starting in the new year. So I think you're going to have a great time. And don't forget, so we got some great people coming in on the first show of the year, and it's going to be on a Friday of next week. So don't forget that. And also, we'll have some great. We'll have some of you people see the names in the list here, and you don't know who they are, so we'll get a chance to meet some of those people and see, talk to them and see how their, what their life is like and what their motivation is. And I think I really look forward to, getting with Mr. Larson again. He's always a great interviewer and person to talk to. So see if he's got anything new out there. So Jeff says 12. See?
Cool.
If Jeff says 12 hours, then it's 12 hours.
Next, it'll be the next one. That'll be the next one.
What? No, 12 hours? Come on. And like I said, if you haven't done so far, go look us up and make sure, please make sure that you've selected follow as well as like. So make sure I know if you go up top and you see the little like checkbox thing, go to the right of that, hit the little 3 buttons there, and hit follow. So you're notified next time we come online. And also, it's good to have those followers in there because it gives us a little power when it comes down to asking people to talk to us. And I think if you want, we're also putting together the movie. So if you want to follow that, we're going to be doing that's on Facebook right now only. We'll be branching out when it gets a little farther, but we're looking at doing. It's called The Stranded Warrior. So look up Facebook and look up The Stranded Warrior. Make sure you hit like and follow in that as well, so you get updated in any new videos or things like that. We have an unboxing there that Pete did with the new symbol and the Viper helmet. If you haven't seen that, it's
cool.
Mediocre Modeler is amazing. That's all I can say. So if you haven't seen that, please check that out as well. And we look forward to seeing you in the new year, in the new Nova Yaren, as we should say, I guess.
That's right. Here's to you guys. John, thank you very much. Tara, thank you very much for being a part of the team. George Giacomis, thank you for helping as well, being one of our producers. George Zuvalos as well, and everybody else that makes this happen, right? There's a lot of others behind the scenes that do a lot of work for us and support IFB. So just want to thank every one of you, Bran and Chris Fian, Michaela, and are we missing anybody specific?
If we are, we're sorry. But all the people that don't follow us.
Thank you to all our
Eric and Chris Tucker and Lola and everybody else. Here's to the new year. Here's to you. Fans, feel the fleet.
There you go, guys. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.